Ho, ho, ho. Oh my gosh, I almost spit that out. Y'all just snuck up on me, didn't you? Boy, you really know how to keep quiet, huh? Well, it's great to see everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you can tell here, although it's a little low, I got my holiday spirit. I had to dig down. I don't know about you guys, how you organize your closets or dressers or whatever, but once summer comes, all the winter and fall gear, those kind of get stuffed underneath. So half Christmas VCon, you better believe I had to do some digging in order to find this. And yes, what better way, Chris, to celebrate Christmas than with 100-degree weather and a massive heat dome across the entire United States. Wow. Holly jolly indeed. It is so great to see all of you folks. Thank you so much for bopping in. I see all those familiar names and faces. Hello, Bobby. Hello, Rob. Rob, hopefully it's a little cooler up there in the Great White North for you. Hello, Chris. Hello, Joey. I got Joe. I got Gary. I got Speederman. It's good to see all of you guys. I didn't have it in the intro, but of course I need to say it every stream. It bears repeating. These streams would not be possible without the kind support of our sponsors. You know, of course, I am talking about our friends at CGC. If you're looking to get your comic books graded, sealed, slabbed, and preserved for future generations. Hell, they do video games, they do trading cards, they do magazines, they do what have you. Restaurant menus? Maybe. You could be the first. If you got a Haas's restaurant menu and you want to get that sealed and graded, be my guest. You can find them online at CGC, or you can find them at your local comic convention. And of course, Sidekick Supplies, make these really nifty gadgets, gizmos, whatever you want to call them. But they go inside your short box, your long box, your other corrugated cardboard comic storage apparatus. Either way, they keep your collection standing straight up and at attention. No falling down one way or the other. And then, of course, our good friend Dave Sweet at Revival Comics up there in the Mitten State of Michigan. Now, I want to make sure that... What?
I missed my sidekick.
Oh, that's all right. You can throw it in for there. That worked. That's applicable wherever. I also want to say, make sure to stick around until the end of the stream. And I'll tell you why. You want to know why? Here's why. Because we are going to be giving away some free prizes. If you place an order for anything, any product, could be low, could be high, whatever, any purchase during the stream will get you entered in to win one of these two fantastic metal summer-themed covers. Look at that. You can see the reflection of my computer. They're so shiny. Anyway, 1 and 2 of you will be going home with those sweet metal books if you stick around until the end of the stream. And if you happen to be in the tri-state area, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, hell, we'll even expand that a little bit further, and you have a free weekend in August, we are giving away 2, count them 2, free passes for Harrisburg Comic and Pop Culture Convention. That's August 23rd and 24th. So if you think, hey, I'm in the area, I would like to go to Harrisburg Comic and Pop Con, then all you have to do is type Harrisburg into the comments section. At the end of the stream, we will have a separate third race to determine who is getting those 2 Harrisburg tickets. Now, please do make sure, only put Harrisburg into the comment section if you truly think that you can make it to the show. We don't want to rob somebody of the opportunity to go if you are not able to make it. But keep that in mind. Harrisburg Pop and Comic Con at the end of the stream will be giving away 2 free tickets. And speaking of frees, every order is also going to be getting a free passport sticker as well in order to put inside your passport books. I think I said my piece. I think anything else, Jason?
I'm ready, sir.
All right, we're going to throw it on over to the Sultan. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the fairy godmother himself, Mr. Jason Candelas.
What up, troops? What's going on? I am hot July freaking, I don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is a happy day shirt, summertime shirt, tie-dyed, something. I can't remember why I bought this in the first place, but it is half Christmas, so we're rocking some Christmas hats. All right, first and foremost, I want to say a huge hello. I feel like we haven't talked in like weeks, all right? Like we haven't done a stream in forever. Could be the fact that it's the end of the month. It's been since literally the first Tuesday of the month since we've been done a stream, I should say, if I can speaking English, I would tell you. So anyway, boils down to I miss you guys. All right, I'm not missing this heat. All right, dude. I think we already talked about it in the stream. It is severely hot here. Hopefully, it's not that hot where you guys are. I can't imagine it's any cooler. I'm sure it's bad. It was easily over 100 degrees together, and very, very humid. We got some new props, dude. Noah has been busy setting up the room. I can see our beer, all right, which is making an appearance for the first time. I don't think we're not going to be selling this stuff, right?
Nah, those are the only 4 cans we have.
Those are the only 4 cans we have. I'm working on getting more from Todd at New Dimension. We're trying to, yeah, those are new, David. Please don't ask us how you can buy that stuff. We had that stuff at Three Rivers Comic-Con, so if you're at the convention, you could have bought it there. But I'm working on getting some cases sent up to us from Todd at New Dimension, but that probably won't be for resale, all right? I would think it's probably going to take you to come to a VIP event in order to gain access to something like that. If you're not familiar with our VIP event, I'll talk a little bit about it in a little bit. Are we ready to rock and roll now? I'm actually hearing a little bit of an echo. Is that you, Sam, over there? Like, do you got your volume up?
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Sam, you got your volume up? Yeah, if you want to turn your volume down, yeah, maybe turn it off or whatever, because you can always hear us.
Much better. Yes.
Right. So, yeah, sorry about that echo. Sorry about that. We want to actually introduce the fact that Sam is doing the stream with us today. No Alex, no Diane. We always got the fantastic Noah, who always does an absolutely fantastic job. And you guys are stuck with me. All right, dude. All right. There it is. All right. So without further ado, let's rock and roll. Let's get to some new items, some new books for the month. Noah, if you will, please. It's your honor, sir. Let's run up pack number 1. All right. Pack number 1 is going to have a bunch of books that we are going to break out individually, but there is one book that you can see clearly that is pack only. So let's go through these books one by one. The first book is our VCon collectible. That is a cover by Elias Chadzudis. It is a $1.99 print run. All right. As you can see there, some Tarzan stuff going on there, something looking slamming. That is VCon style. All right. That is Elias Chadzudis. Elias Chadzudis. My Greek brother from another mother. Absolutely love Elias' stuff. Book number 2, or the second book in that pack, I should say, is also Elias Chadzudis. Probably because, again, Elias is just absolutely fantastic at what he does. That is our pop culture pinup collectible. I can tell you right now, these pop culture pinup collectibles have been going like hotcakes for us. Our January sold out. I'm fairly certain our February is sold out. We brought like the last bits and pieces of those to some of the last conventions we've gone to. There's the January that you see right there, the G.I. Joe, that's gone. I'm fairly certain the March might be gone too as well. All right, but those are some of the older pop culture pinup covers that you see there. Let's go ahead and go back to pack number 1, sir. So book number 3 is going to be a cover by Ebas. Ebas! All right, everybody's favorite, at least one of my favorite cover artists. Not that Elias certainly isn't, but love Ebas. We're going to have him at the VIP event. If you haven't heard that announcement, I'm making the announcement right now. All right, dude. We'll put up a little bit more information about the VIP event later. If you are not a VIP, I'll also talk a little bit about how to become a VIP as well. All right. I'm seeing a lot of names that are familiar to me in the stream, a lot of guys that are already VIPs. But if you are not a VIP currently with us, I'll tell you a little bit more about that. And then also these VIP events that we do. We're going to have one in Philadelphia that is going to be September 12th and 13th. We'll talk about that in a little bit. All right. We also have the leather, lace, and latex, the Sonia Modest Coco Aspen cover. They're both going to be at the VIP event in Philly, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. So again, that is our 2025 leather and lace and latex cover. And then the book that is not going to be available outside of that pack, I figured I'd pick an artist choice collectible. This is actually kind of a Noah and Jay choice. We want one of Elias Chadzudis. Again, an artist choice cover that's not on our web store. One of the reasons why we picked this cover is, first of all, it's a little bit rare. I think it was $30, if I'm not mistaken, when it first came out. So that makes this pack easily worth well over $100. By buying the pack, you're getting these books, all 5, for $20 a piece. Each one, to me, is valued at easily $20 or over, $25, $30 on some of them, that kind of thing. So again, you're saving yourself anywhere from $25 to maybe even as much as $50 if you're buying them on eBay, that kind of thing, by buying pack number 1. I'm I'm seeing a bunch of people grabbing pack number 1. I don't see the Masquerade covers. Oh, Abby Manis is back. Abby, I feel like you've been on hiatus. All right, you took a little break from us. All right. Loving the fact that you're here too as well. I got a bunch of VIPs I got to give some shout outs to that Noah and I saw at Three Rivers. So first and foremost, if you did go to Three Rivers in Pittsburgh, or you did go to Heroes in Charlotte this past weekend and saw Joe and Joey there, I want to say a huge thank you to you first and foremost for visiting us at those booths respectively. All right, let's rock on to pack number 2, Noah. Pack number 2 is going to be the Z-rated version of a lot of the covers that we showed you, plus a book, once again, that is only part of that pack. So once again, you are getting the Elias Chad Zudas, little Tarzan. Should I try and rock it? That's not good. Let's not do that again. All right, let's go. Elias Chad Zudas in a Z-rated right there. That is the VCon collectible by Elias. That is part of your pack. And then you're also getting the Pop Culture in a top list too as well. Once again, an Elias Chad Zudas cover. Then you're also getting the Wild Wild West, the eBass that you saw in a regular. That is part of your pack in a Z-rated. All right, pack number 2, again, is $400, basically averaging out to a lot less than $100 a cover. Mac, thank you. Appreciate that. Certainly appreciate your input, sir. Mac, you are the only one. All right, dude. Appreciate seeing you at all the things that I've seen you lately. Austin VIP event, and then also down at Battlegrounds, meeting your entire family, dude. Looking forward to having you up in Philly, man. It's going to be an off the cuff time. All right, so again, and then also you get the Z-rated, the leather, lace, and latex by Sonia too as well. And then last but certainly not least, if you have to have that Sonia Modest Coco Aspen cover on the tail end, that is a artist choice from last year. Once again, something that's not on our web store. All these books, again, average anywhere from $75 to $100 a piece. You're getting all 5 for $400, saving yourself, again, anywhere from $75 to $100 by buying the pack. Certainly a great deal there. All right, so again, that is pack number 2. All right, so a couple of things I want to point out. The other thing is too, Sam, is by you being over there, I can't tell if you are good to go, once we get past an item. So I would say, yeah, if you can give me like a thumbs up, like once you're past, like let's say we do book number 1 and you're ready and you're good, you got all the names in, give me, just go, put your arm up fast and then bring it back down. If you keep your arm up, I'm assuming you got something. How about that? Gotcha. All right, got it, sir. Let's rock with that. All right, so again, that's pack number 1 and pack number 2, and you're seeing all the people that are grabbing those items right there. Pack number 1, Christopher and so forth. You're seeing everybody that grabbed the pack number 1, pack number 2 as well. And then also, if we're going to be doing double ups, we'll probably do that through Diane, or you can email us. You can email us at vcons, which is VCONS, at Zenescope.com for any double ups that you're looking to grab, stuff like that. I like to leave that in Diane's hands. That way, unless there's something I see on the list or whatever that I know we can do some double ups on. All right, let's rock out. Let's go to some individual books, and we will rock it out from there. Book number 1 is going to be Killer Cobra 2. It's cover E as in Edgar. This is our VCon collectible. This book comes with a free trading card. All right, so not only are you getting this book for $20, when it hits the web store, I believe it's going to be $30. All right, and it will include the trading card. But by grabbing it here in the stream, you're saving yourself probably about $10 on that. And then you're also getting the trading card, of course, with. This is part of our VCon collectible series. Again, kind of want to point out the fact that these VCon collectibles are doing extremely well. Those are past VCon collectibles. Those are just the past 3 right there, Noah? Okay, so if you are interested in adding on any of these previous covers, the April or the May by Elias Chad Zudas, shoot me an email or shoot an email to VCons. All right, there's my email right there, the Jake and Dios at Zenescope. If you're interested in adding on either of those, once again, try and keep in mind, too, those covers will come with trading cards, too, as well, even from the previous months as well. And then by collecting all 3 of those, you get a chance to win an exclusive metal card inspired by the collection. Okay, so that's why Noah's putting up that graphic, and I'm kind of reading I'm reading the tea leaves of what he's doing right there. Do we have a graphic for the VCon collectibles, the first trio? Do you get that too as well, Noah?
Let me see. I think I should.
All right, take your time. I would say let's go ahead and put that up, because the only reason I want to put that up is if anybody's interested in any of the VCon Q1 collectibles too. You can also have those added to your order too as well by shooting me an email or shooting an email to that VCons at Zenescope and so forth. So first and foremost, just want to make sure I'm not missing any questions that anybody has. Carol, Sexy Legs, what's going on, darling? Carol, I'm going to see you in a couple weeks. I got stories for you, dude, about San Diego and trying to obtain. You're all good, okay? I got stories for you trying to obtain a real ID. All right, I am the worst at this. All right, and I got some really funny stories, really stupid things that Jay has done. All right, so first and foremost, that first book, which I think was January, I want to say that book is sold out or it's close to. If you want to email me about it, you can. Just put January VCon Collectible Keith Garvey or the February VCon Collectible Keith Garvey or the March VCon Collectible. Keep in mind, all those come with trading cards too as well. I want to say 3 of those or 2 of those 3 are in stock. I'm not 100% sure on the VCon Collectible by Keith Garvey, the very first one. All right, Noah, let's rock on. Let's go to book number 2. You won't be. Oh, Carol, what are you? I don't know what I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Carol, who am I going to call Sexy Legs? That means I got to call Neil Veray Sexy Legs from here on out because I know I'm going to see Neil at San Diego. The man has I think he gets a free pass every year or something like that. Probably gets them from us for the most part. Anyway, so Neil, I know I'm going to see at San Diego. Neil, I dubbed the Sexy Legs if you're in the stream. All right, let's go with book number 2. Carol, just kidding. I can't take that away from you. Book number 2 is $25. It is the Pop Culture Pinup, covered by Elias Chadzudis. It is a 150 print run. So if you're interested in that bad boy, just put book number 2 in the. We can call Noah Sexy Legs.
I'm Sexy Shoes.
Sexy Shoes. That's true, dude.
You like that? I got the Sexy Shoes.
I've made advances on your Converse in years past. I want you to know it's something I'm not proud of, Noah. All right. Actually, you know what? It was fun. All right. I'll be with it. Yeah, Neil is Sexy Leg just for San Diego. Just this time, Carol. Just this time. All right. Let's do that. I do have comforting cast. Neil, yes, you do, sir. All right. Comforting cast. I like it. Let's Carol remain Sexy Legs. Neil, comforting calves. All right, Neil, I got to remember that when I see you at the booth, sir. All right, good stuff. Good work, Eddie. See, this is why I throw it out to you guys. All right, you guys feel the vibe I'm putting down, and you throw it right back out there. All right, so again, the Pop Culture Pinup, again, that's book number 2. If you are looking to add on Pop Culture Pinup books from previous months, do we have graphics on those, Noah? We got those. Okay, so again, I wanted to show you this again. I know January sold out. I would say I'm next to positive February is sold out. If you want to add on any Pop Culture Pinup books from previous months, March, April, May, I would say I'm about 95% sure that April and May are definitely not sold out. March, I'm about 50-50 on. But if you're looking to add any of those Pop Culture Pinup covers to your order, shoot us an email at VCons at Zenescope or the J Candelas at Zenescope, and we will get you taken care of. We will add on these books accordingly to your orders. All right? Let's rock that out. It looks like, good God, it's still going with the orders. I'm struggling, dude. I'm struggling already. I got no Alex. I got no Di. I'm already struggling without Di.
The Pittsburgh and Phillies game.
All right, Pittsburgh. All right. Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like he's ready to rock and roll. So let's go on, dude. How come the Pop Cultures only had one card? Abby, you're asking me questions I don't know the answer to. They only have one card? What does that mean? They only have one card. Do you mean they didn't have a card per book? I think it was the card per book with the virtual con books, right? Like the Pop Cultures didn't have. Right, the Pop Cultures don't have cards, darling. All right, just want to make sure we're clear on that. These Pop Culture books do not have cards, trading cards with. The books prior to that did, the virtual con collectibles. Book number 1, and then those older ones. Okay. The Mario cover did have one.
I don't know if that was necessarily part of a series. That might have just been a separate Mario promo using that artwork.
Abby, I don't even know what we were doing there. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no clue why the Mario one did have one, and then the others past that don't. But I can tell you right now, these shouldn't, or they don't going forward. So I'm going to go with that. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. All right, let's go with book number 3, sir. Book number 3 is going to be the Eric Basaldua. All right, eBass. All right, this does include a free metal card, not a trading card, but a metal card. All right, once again, stick with these Wild Wild West. collectible theme and so forth. Once again, it's eBass. This book happens to be Grim Tales of Terror. Grim Tales of Terror. Volume 5, number 6. All right, I want you guys to know that Noah and I, for all you Karis groups out there or whatever, we're working on something. I'm not going to say what it is, but I can tell you right now, Team Karis, you guys are going to be really happy with what we're working on. All right, we're putting a little insider info. All right, we dropped a little knowledge on Alex this morning at a meeting, and I'm going to tell you right now, if it happens, you guys are going to be really happy about it. All right, so again, book number 3, again, $25. If you're interested in that bad boy, it is a 225 print run. Team Karis, rocking it out. I'm with you. I'm part of that team. All right, book number 3, again, is $25. So like Noah had mentioned or whatever, I do want to talk a little bit about Three Rivers because I haven't had a stream since we did Three Rivers. First and foremost, Noah and I went to the Pittsburgh Phillies game. All right, if you've never been to Three Rivers, first of all, it's an absolutely fantastic stadium. Big fan. All right. I am not contemplating. Oh, we got Sonia in the stream. Sonia, I love you, darling. I can't wait to see you in Philly. I can't wait to see Coco. All right. Coco is part of my harem. He has agreed to it, or at least he did in Austin. If he's backing out of it now, that's certainly fine. But I want you to know, I want to thank you for lending me Coco, or George, I should say. You guys absolutely rock. Thank you so much. We absolutely love you, Sonia. Love the fact you guys were able to join us in Austin. Can't wait to see you guys once again in Philly in September. It's going to be off the chain. We're going to have such a fun time at the VIP event. I got to get to so many things I got to talk about. But so let's go back to Three Rivers and the Phillies game. Noah and I went to the Phillies game, and we saw the only game that was a walk-off in the series, which was, first of all, was phenomenal. The Phillies got up by 2, then the Pirates tied them with 2 runs. Then the Phillies got up 4-2 or 3-2. Then the Pirates tied them. Then the Phillies got up by another run. Then they tied them. So it's 4-4 going into the 9th. Just absolutely phenomenal game. Great weather, great stadium, great backdrop to the stadium. Yeah, it's just phenomenal. Got a great view of the skyline of Pittsburgh behind the stadium. First of all, there were a ton of Phillies fans there because Phillies fans travel like nobody's business. I don't want to say half the stadium was Phillies fans, but I want to say at least a good third of the stadium was definitely Phillies fans. We were doing Eagles chants. I told Noah as the game was starting, the over-under on Eagles chants that we hear during the game is 10. It went well past that. All right. And I want you to know I did not start any of them. All right. So also, too, we met some phenomenal people. There were some Phillies fans right behind us that we met. There were 2 young ladies to our left that we met too as well that were also both Phillies fans. The Pirates super fan was 2 rows in front of us. We didn't really get a chance to meet that guy, but I'm going to tell you right now, he was Pirate super fan. All right. Then we met a guy like a row down that was another Pirates fan or whatever. And I was talking some Eagles trash to him too as well. He was trying to call me a fair weather fan. Sir, don't. I have to educate you. I have always been an Eagle fan. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's rock on. We'll get to some more stories in a bit. That is book number 3, Shots Fired Off the Bow. All right. So again, those are the people that are picking up book number 3. Steve Truong, Robert Pete, you guys see your names there and ready to rock on. Once again, Sonia, huge shout out to you and Coco. We are really looking forward to see you guys in Philly in September. It's going to be an off the chain time. All right, let's rock out book number 4. Book number 4 is going to be the Sonia Mott. Perfect timing. Sonia Mott is Coco Aspen, dude. First of all, huge fan. All right. If you've never met Sonia, if you've never met Coco, they're just delightful people. Just absolutely delightful people. I love it when you meet really awesome people that do phenomenal work. All right. When you meet somebody like a creator, an artist, whatever, and you're just like blown away by how awesome they are as a person, how approachable they are as a person, that kind of thing. I mean, I don't know about you, but I feel like the experience makes the art, even better. And it's already phenomenal. Like you're already looking to me at a phenomenal cover. This is our Grim Fairy Tales 20th anniversary cover gallery. This is a book that is selling like hotcakes because we put a J. Scott Campbell on the cover B. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go over to our web store right now. Grab or put up in the description Grim Fairy Tales 20th anniversary cover gallery, and then the cover should come up for you. The A, B, and C. I believe the A is what's his name? Newman. Anyway, cover B is J. Scott Campbell. Cover C, I believe, is Maria Laura Sinapo. Phenomenal cover artist, once again. But anyway, the B cover is a retread of a J. Scott Campbell that we did way back in the day, and it is selling like absolute hotcakes. All right, so once again, this is our leather, lace, and latex, our June cover. Once again, the book is $25. It comes with a free metal card that you see there. If you are interested in any previous leather, lace, and latex covers for the year, I can tell you right now, I think we actually have all of these in stock. I want to say I'm about 85% sure, 89% sure that we have all of those in stock. So if you're looking for the January, February, March, April, May, again, all phenomenal stuff by Sonia, all phenomenal stuff by Coco Aspen. Shoot us an email at vcons@Zenescope or Jay Candelas at Zenescope, and we will get these books added to your order that you are placing currently. Again, please don't put it in the stream. We're not going to be able to go ahead and do that. But again, if you're interested in any of those previous Sonia covers, leather, lace, and latex series, again, Sonia Modest doing an absolutely fantastic job on those, along with Coco. Just couldn't be more happy, couldn't be more thrilled the fact that they are working with us on these covers. All right. So again, that is the leather, lace, and latex series again for 2025. All right, let's go back to the beginning, sir. All right. So once again, that is book number 4. If you're interested in book number 4, put it in the notes, and it shall be yours. I haven't got a signal yet, so I don't know if we're good to go. So let's go on. Let's continue with the Pittsburgh story, dude. All right. So first and foremost, I had a great time just messing with some Pittsburgh fans. I really did. The fact that we had nothing but Phillies fans surrounding us was really, really cool. And then, of course, doing a little bit of yapping or whatever. We talked a little Aaron Rodgers with a guy who was a Pittsburgh fan, that kind of thing. And we just had an absolute fantastic time at the game. The Phillies did lose. In fact, the Phillies wound up getting swept. If I'm remembering this correctly, Noah, the Phillies wound up getting swept by the Pirates. All right. They literally lost all 3 games. They lost Friday, probably because Noah and I were there. And then Saturday, again, they lost. And then Sunday, they lost again. But then since then, the Phillies have taken over first place over the Mets. So I really can't complain. All right, so again, that is book number 4. If you're interested in that, baby, put it in the notes, and it shall be yours. Let's rock on. Let's go to book number 5. Book number 5 is going to be the Elias Hatzudis, but in a Z-rated. First thing I want to make note of is the book is only $80. All right, when this hits the web store, it's going to be $100. All right, so the book includes a free mini art print of that book as well. In fact, if you're looking for any of the previous, we don't have to put a graphic up on that one, Noah, but any of the previous Z-rated VCon collectible covers by Elias Hatzudis, and you're looking for them for $80. All right, and you're looking for them with those mini prints. Again, shoot me an email, and I will see if I can get you taken care of on that. All right, so again, book number 5. There's my man, Larry. Larry, I didn't think I had you, dude. Book number 5, again, $80 on that bad boy. When it goes to the web store, it's going to be $100. So once we get to the web store on that bad boy, I got to see what my phone is blowing up for a reason. Oh, you know what it is, dude? Is one of my buddies is down at the OD, the Ocean Drive, the Kelsey thing. So Jason Kelsey will bring a bunch of Eagles with him down to the Ocean Drive down in New Jersey, and it's for a good cause. I can't remember what it is, but they serve beer, they serve Jell-O shots, they're hanging out with the fans. So my one buddy Mark went down to the Ocean Drive in New Jersey this weekend to hang out with the Eagles down there. An absolutely fantastic time. I actually worked at the Ocean Drive way back in the day, if you can believe it. This is when I was obviously about 60, 70 pounds less than I am right now. All right. And I was actually strong. I don't want to say I was good looking, but I was certainly tan. All right. Because I was working down the shore. I had an absolutely fantastic time. I think I was 21 or 22 when I was working at the Ocean Drive. Absolutely fantastic bar. If you ever get a chance to go down to Jersey Shore and you're in Sea Isle, Ocean Drive, I highly recommend. All right, that is book number 5. See, we're ready to rock and roll. Let's rock on. Let's go to book number 6. Book number 6 is going to be the Z-rated version of the Blam. It is, again, the Elias Hatzudis, but in the pop culture. All right, the book itself is $100. Again, if you're looking for any pop culture Z-rateds, those I'm not sure if we don't have older pop culture Z-rated covers. We might even actually have the January, February, March of those. Shoot me an email on those, and I'll tell you what I got on the Z-rated pop cultures. And once again, I'll do those for $100. These are 50 print runs, people. 50 print runs that we are doing for $100. This one happens to be Grim Tales of Terror. It's issue 6. It's cover M, as in, my God, we had a great time in Pittsburgh, dude. It was. I'm going to tell you, it was a really good show. It was really laid back. The guys from New Dimension Comics were awesome. Who are the guys that came to the booth and, you know what I mean, that we gave some product to free at the end? They were who?
Oh, I think that was Three Rivers.
That was Three Rivers. So those are the guys that run the show. I'm going to tell you right now, the guys from Three Rivers who run the show do an absolutely fantastic job. The venue was awesome. We were a stone throw from the convention at the hotel we were at. There were bars that we could walk to. We walked to the Pittsburgh Pirate game, whatever. It was an absolutely fantastic walk on a really awesome night. I mean, it was just
Pittsburgh's a cool city.
Pittsburgh is a really nice city. I'm gonna tell you right now, Pittsburgh is underrated, dude. So when I grew up going to college, I went to Pitt, and when I went to Pitt, all my friends were like, "Dude, Pittsburgh is the armpit of Pennsylvania." And I was like, "Man, you guys are really ripping on Pittsburgh." All right. And I think it was the fact that most of my friends were going to Penn State. They're going to Penn State, Maine. They're going to Temple. They're going to Villanova, which is on the main line. It's beautiful down there. You know what I mean? They're going to all these, more Philly schools. Penn State is obviously the biggest college in Pennsylvania that comes to mind when you think of Pennsylvania. But I'm going to tell you right now, Pittsburgh is a great city, dude. It is a first-class city. I can't say all their sports teams are first class. I would like the Steelers, though. I like the Steelers. I think the Steelers are a first-rate organization. The Pirates, not so much. The Penguins have certainly won some cups in the years past or whatever. They've always been a tough out when it comes to hockey. They kind of fallen on some hard times, much like my Flyers. They don't have a basketball team in Pittsburgh, but if you ever watch the Fisted Save Pittsburgh, yes, they do. All right. Pittsburgh has Julius Erving, Meadowlark Lemon. Highly recommend one of those B movies that's absolutely horrible. That's absolutely phenomenal. Is Fish That Could Save Pittsburgh. You ever seen Fish That Save Pittsburgh? You've never seen Fish That Save Pittsburgh. So if you like Pittsburgh, dude, you'd like the Fish That Save Pittsburgh.
All right.
It's basically about a basketball team coming to Pittsburgh. And I think they're already existing. All right. So Julius Erving, who was a Sixer at the time, is like the main star of the movie. Him himself. Like it's him playing himself. Okay. And he's playing for the Pittsburgh Fish or whoever the heck they are. All right, dude. Fish That Save Pittsburgh. Big fan. Big fan. Aaron, 100%, dude. Pittsburgh is an awesome place. Couldn't agree with you more. Phenomenal museums. Again, phenomenal stuff. All right. Holla. All right. It's not going to work, dude. All right. It's just not going to work. I'm in too good a mood. Well, actually, you know what, dude? I had some hard times today. I'll get into that later if I got time. All right. So that's book number 5, or excuse me, that was book number 6. If we're ready to rock on, let's go to book number 7. Book number 7 is going to be the Ebass in a Nude. Ebass. Once again, first of all, I want to point out the book is $75. It includes a metal card, a Z-rated metal card that comes with these metal cards and these trading cards that we're offering with these books. You're going to be able to get these separate on the web store. So realize that if you just want to buy the trading cards or the metal cards, that kind of thing, they're going to be on the web store too eventually at some point. I don't know. I think they're like $10, they're $15, whatever they are. You got to buy them. You can buy them separately. So again, book number 7, $75. It is Grim Tales of Terror issue 6. It's cover Q as in Quince. All right. As in my girl. I think that's White Man Can't Jump, dude. She does foods with the letter Q. She does Quince. She does, what does she do? You know what I'm talking about though?
It's been so long.
I know. It's been so long since I've seen White Man Can't Jump, dude. You got that Z in your fro. I love White Man Can't Jump, dude. Big fan. There's a lot of phenomenal lines in White Man Can't Jump where they rip the living crap out of each other. And I certainly can't say some of those lines on here. They're not PG. All right, so let's go to book number 7. Let's make it book number 8. Book number 8 is going to be the Sonia Modis in a Z-rated. If you're interested in that bad boy, it comes with a free metal card. Book number 8, once again, is $75. It is Grim Fairy Tales or Quesaladas. I don't know what that means, John.
It's like a quesadilla, but
quesadilla, but a quesalada.
it's a lot. It's not a little. It's a lot.
It's a lotta,
Not
dude.
even a little, it's a
Where
quesadilla.
do we get those we got those phenomenal sandwiches from in Pittsburgh? The Mexican food we got on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
We got burritos. Oh, I want to give a plug out to that place. It was literally right next to the convention center, right across from our hotel. Oh. Big fan. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know. Look it up, dude. If you're in Pittsburgh and you go to the convention center.
Coronado?
It could have been Coronado's.
Or not? It is. I think it is.
I think it was. I think it was Coronado's, dude. Anyway, phenomenal food. I don't think it was Condado. I think it was Coronado. I can't spell American things. John, that's why you're across the pond. John, hey, John, I love you, dude. Don't change, all right? Don't go changing, all right? Big fan of Pittsburgh. Big fan of the food there. Again, big fan of the people. We just had an absolutely fantastic time. All right, dude, let's rock out some holiday specials. Are we ready for some holiday specials? Jeez, oh man, these guys are blowing up. I got to freaking turn this down. I got to turn this crap down, all right, because it's distracting me. All right, let's rock on. We got some holly jolly special. Look at the wreaths, dude. You Noah, you. Besides being the visionary, you're good. All right, dude. All right, look at the decorations, dude. We got our beer cans out front. The only problem with putting the beer cans out front is everybody's going to want one. Okay?
There you go. Now
Greg Land, dude.
They gotta come to the VIP event.
They got to come to the VIP event, and maybe we'll sell you one of these cans. We'll see, dude. Condado.
Here's a good question from Abby.
All right, what do you got?
The Collectors Club for February, March, April, May, June. We are still waiting on, I think, the colors. Like, all right, the colors might be done, but the book isn't in. So those will be available on the next VCon.
They'll be on the next VCon.
Yeah.
All right, so we are doing, if you didn't hear Noah there, we're going to do back-to-back months, July and August. We'll have Collectors Club books, 2 different books. So like Abby is thoughtfully asking us about, we normally do our Collectors Club books every other month. So there's a January, February. In fact, I think there is a sale going on in the January, February, and the March, April right now. If you go over to Zenescope.com, you'll find exactly what I'm talking about. So there's the January, February, the March, April, and then there should have been the May, June, which would have been this month. It would have been included with these items. In fact, we would have actually offered those individual books in this stream. But I think what it is we were delayed on the print, delayed on getting the colors in for the book. So we didn't want to offer it and then delay your orders shipping for like another week or two to wait for that book to come in. So that's what I'm getting there. I want to say a huge shout out while I see Dan in the stream and so forth. We met the Paternosters in Pittsburgh. All right, Dan and Deanna, and I can tell you right now, just a beautiful family. I want to say a shout out to his daughter who was turning 7 that next day. I think we met him on Sunday, and I think she turned 7 on Monday. So a belated happy birthday to her. We wished her a happy birthday there and then at the convention. But she turned 7, obviously in the month of June. Just a fantastic couple with the Paternosters. Just really, really awesome people. We also met John Critchfield at Three Rivers too as well. I want to throw a shout out to John. John is a huge Eagles guy, big fan. Drives up here just to get the Saquon Barkley jersey. If I could speak in English, I would tell you the Saquon Barkley jersey, the Eagles Super Bowl style. And then we also met Brian Euler too as well. Brian and his wife Crystal. Brian, I can tell you right now, Brian and Crystal are funny, dude. They're hysterical to me. So Brian is like getting his books together for what he wants to buy at Three Rivers, and he's doing his thing. And then his wife Crystal comes over to me, and she starts getting stuff too. And she's like, "Listen, I want to keep my stuff separate from his stuff. Okay, my stuff is separate. Okay, these are my books. He's not buying my books. I'm buying my books. These are my books." So I got to throw a shout out to Crystal, who also came up to the booth too as well. Anyway, just had an absolute fantastic time talking to Brian, talking to Crystal too as well. I think I saw Brian earlier in the stream, right? Is Brian in there as well? Do you know? Yeah. Did he buy something?
I didn't see Euler.
No. But again, just absolutely fantastic couple. Again, the Paternosters too as well, the Oilers as well. We just had an absolute fantastic time at the booth. I love it when people they're being themselves at the booth. Like Brian came up like, "Oh my God, it's Noah, it's Jay, blah 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 blah," and we're like, "Yeah, we're just Noah and Jay." we're just normal people. What are you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say I appreciated Brian was very patient and listened to all of my ramblings. Because I forget
exactly, dude. Like
on.
literally, Brian was down with you literally for like a half hour.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Crystal while you were talking to Brian. I mean, then she was making clear to me Like, look, these are my books. All right. Don't go sharing my books with Brian. These are mine. And then I did the stupid thing when I was ringing up her. I forgot to add in like 2 or 3 books. I like stood them upright or something like that, and I didn't see them. And I was like, oh, I forgot to charge her for these 3. And she was going to get one signed by Allie Garza. She was going to take it over immediately to get it signed. So she was like, you didn't charge me for those? And I was like, no. I was like, can Brian pay for them? Is that okay? Can Brian buy some of your books? And then she did, and that was okay. But it was my mistake. Anyway, it was good stuff. Anyway, phenomenal meeting the Oilers too as well. And then, of course, we saw Don and Trudy Vanderpool too as well. I want to throw a shout out to them. And then Eric Krause too as well, who's also VIP with us. Again, we just had an absolutely fantastic. Will, we got you for pack 1, dude. We're good, dude. Thanks so much for joining us. If you missed anything too, Will, you can always rewatch the stream to see what any books that you maybe missed outside of pack number 1 and so forth. All right. So let's do some holiday specials, Noah. Let's see what we got and let's rock and roll on them, dude. All right. So holiday special number 1 I have is the Keith Garvey. All right. That is a bad boy right there. First of all, that cover was $20. And I want to say that was in 2024. There it is right there. I should see that. So it's Belle, Shadow of the Rose. So not only is this book a phenomenal read, Belle, who is also one of our phenomenal characters. I like to call Belle basically our female Batman. She is our female beast hunter. Her mother was a beast hunter before her. Her father was former military and so forth. If she had a guy in her ear that was Alfred, it would be the Candlestick and so forth, or at least starts out as Candlestick and so forth. This is a great standalone story, which is Belle, Shadow of the Rose. So not only are you getting a phenomenal Keith Garvey cover, but you are getting it for just $10. All right. So not only is a perfect readable, but also a perfect collectible too as well. If you've never collected our books before, if you've never read anything Zenescope before, this is a perfect book to get started with. All right. So it's Belle, Shadow of the Rose. It's cover F as in Frank. And again, it is just $10. Just put Holly number 1. So again, same thing. What I'm going to do on this is I'm going to allow double ups on this. But if we have 30 people that buy it, then all 30 people are going to get one of those individually. However, if you like to do multiples of Holly number 1, just put Holly number 1 times 2. Eddie, not Holy, but Holly. Eddie, I'm going to let you slide, dude. All right. Just kidding. All right. So again, Thora, good to see you, my friend. Haven't seen you since Austin. Good to see you, my friend, in the stream. Appreciate it. Enrique Gutierrez. Enrique, I don't know if you heard me doing my Tarzan earlier. I'm going to tell you right now, it was bad. The Z-rated, I'll tell you what, Joe, shoot me an email of that. And maybe I'll do a deal on the Z-rated version of that. Because I don't know if is the Z-rated? The Z-rated is not part of the holiday specials. But I'll tell you what, if you're interested in the Z-rated version of that, which I believe is a showcase, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure on that. But shoot me an email on that, Jake and Deals at Zenescope, and I will do you a deal on the Z-rated version of that. Larry, we got you for 2 of those. Wayne, we got you covered one of those bad boys. Enrique, of course, we got you covered 2 as well. Going to see Keith at Capital City in July. You're going to see Keith Garvey. That's awesome, dude. Capital City, I think, is, from what I've heard, is a great convention. Capital City. I believe that's Texas, if I'm not mistaken, is Capital City. I think Dave did that one year without me and so forth. It is a showcase. Thanks, Antonio. Appreciate that, dude. Antonio, always appreciate the Facebook message you shoot me, dude. All right, dude, but I'm going to tell you right now, Guns N' Roses, you know what? I'll put it to Noah, dude. Noah, settle this debate. Would you say GNR is an 80s band or more of a 90s band?
I go more 80s.
Really?
Yeah, just because I lump them in.
They did do Appetite of Destruction in the 80s. If that settles the debate for you, and that's probably their best selling. But go ahead, sir.
No, just because the reason I put them, to me, the 90s hair bands and metal gave way for grunge and new metal.
See, now I kind of put GNR a little bit in that grungy phase. And maybe that's just me. But go ahead.
No, I mean, I can kind of see it. To me, with Slash and like, it just leans a little more in the hair genre.
They're definitely a hair band. I got to say Slash is definitely one of the better guitarists of the 80s too as well. And there's phenomenal guitarists in the 80s. I mean, you pick and choose. I mean, you can throw a dart at any band or whatever, and they're all, they could all put a claim to being, phenomenal at what they do. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the time that I started listening to GNR was when I was in college. and that's probably what it is. That's probably why I associate them more with as a 90s band. Anyway, Antonio and I were having that discussion on Facebook.
Hey, I like that.
There it is. Welcome
Hell
to
yeah.
welcome to the Jungle's
All right.
80s. There it is. No, it's a genius.
Hell yeah.
There you go. All right, good stuff. See, that's why we have these debates. All right, we can have them. It's open for discussion, and I am willing to say when I am wrong. Although Antonio, I'm right. Okay, I'm just kidding. All right, let's rock on. Plus, you're a Dallas fan, dude. All right, that's it. I'll leave it. I rest my case. All right, let's rock on. Let's go to Holly number 2. Holly Jolly number 2, sir. Holly Jolly number 2 is going to be a Keith Garvey. All right. Once again, if you're going to a Keith Garvey, we're doing this bad boy for $40. It used to be $100. Used to be $100. It is our San Diego Christmas in July. Our day variant. I think the night variant was actually like a green style. If you're looking for any of the night, which are the green style somethings or whatever, if we don't have any of those on, we don't have any of those on there, shoot me an email and I will tell you what we have left of the night versions, which are the green shirts or whatever, whether it's the topless or the regular, that kind of thing. And I will see what I can do as far as any of those Keith Garvey older covers. This one, again, same thing. Phenomenal read as well as phenomenal collectible. You're getting a Van Helsing from the depths. She is our female steampunk vampire slayer, obviously daughter of the famous vampire slayer, Abraham Van Helsing. You're getting a great standalone story. And also, once again, a phenomenal cover by Keith Garvey. You got to kind of be into the fact that it's topless. All right, well, I'll leave it alone. Anyway, so again, a $40 cover there, same thing. So if you want to do multiples on that, we will do multiples on that. Let's do just do ×2. And once again, we'll try and fill that. If I get 10, 15 people that buy that, just the 10, 15 individual people will get Holly number 2. All right, so once again, I threw a shout out to all of our Three River crew. I can't say thank you enough. That convention was just an absolutely fantastic time. If you've never gone to Three Rivers, I highly recommend going. I got to also throw a shout out to those that went to Heroes. So I didn't get a chance to go down to Heroes this year in Charlotte, and I've absolutely loved doing that convention in years past. First of all, there are phenomenal bars, restaurants, all in one area in Charlotte. What do you got, sir?
I don't know if you talked to Alex. She said that,
go ahead.
According to Joey, they were looking for the bars that you had suggested to them.
And they couldn't find it.
Almost all of them have gone out of business. During the quarantine and shutdown, basically the
really
of the convention.
It was like a mall. It was a mall of shops and restaurants and stuff like that. Yeah, like up on this floor or whatever was like a country bar where you could go see like live music and stuff like that. And they had the Bull. And then down below was there was an Irish place. I think it was I don't want to say it was an Adobe Gillis, but they had a bunch of they had an Irish place. They had a Mexican place. They had a bunch of bars all in one area. Just an absolutely really cool area to hang out. And if you're telling me, dude, that area is closed, that stinks. I'm not a fan of that. Do you know if the Buffalo Wild Wings is still there, though? That's a good spot.
I do not know that.
All right, so there was a Buffalo Wild Wings literally right outside the convention center that we used to hit too as well. And I'm a fan of Buffalo Wild Wings. Good fan, big fan, good stuff. All right, John said you might be. I don't know what that means. All right, let's rock on, dude. So again, that's Holly number 2. If you're interested in that bad boy, you want to do 2, you certainly can do that. Doug, Tony, what do you got, sir?
Sam's just going to write down some extra names. I think he only had 10 of these allotted for the stream.
So let's do it. Yeah, let's do them. Yeah, do them as singles. Yep. So what it is, Sam, is do them as singles. So everybody gets at least one. And then if you have a couple past that, go ahead and write those names down. And then anybody that's like wanting to, what we can do is we can check the stock on it and we'll see if we do. Because if we have stock on that, maybe I'll circle that item and that'll be one of the first things that anybody got a pen on them? You got a pen over there that I can steal now or now? Nah, don't worry about it, dude. What I'll do is yeah, I know, right? I can, so that way I can circle it going forward. I could have swore, yeah, you want to throw one over at me? Okay, what do you got? Oh, swing and a miss. That's what happens when I take my glasses off. All right. All right, got it. All right, sir. So I'll circle that item and I will see what we got downstairs tomorrow. All right, let's rock on, dude. Let's go to Holly number 3. Holly number 3, once again, we are doing nothing but the Holly Jolly Spirits, all right? Holly Jolly 3, $15, dude. So once again, this is one of our artist remix covers. This was $30 to start. Don't think it might be on our web store. It might not have ever been on our web store because I don't think the artist remixes were supposed to be. A cover by Elias Jadzudas. This is Robin Hood Crawling Chaos. It's cover E as in fly, Eagles fly, as in Antonio. I can't get enough of my birds, dude. I know it's like months away, all right? But I just, it's the next signing, the next training camp. I just started watching an interview where on Good Morning Football, they had Nolan Smith on. And I'm going to tell you right now, dude, Nolan Smith is friggin' awesome. I mean, he couldn't sing the praises enough of his coaches, of Saquon. I mean, just having an absolute fantastic time. I talk about this with Larry actually quite a bit. There is a Georgia Bulldog, Philadelphia Eagle connection going on right now, where literally there are 8 or 9 starting players on the Eagles that have come from the Georgia Bulldogs. I mean, it's phenomenal. Anyway, so Nolan Smith, huge shout out to him. Antonio, no, I did not see your text. Are you texting me, dude? All right. So if you're trying to text me or whatever, dude, I can't pay attention to it. All right. All right. I gotta. There's like a second conversation trying to go on at the same time. And Antonio, I appreciate your efforts. All right, dude. But Dallas sucks. Okay, dude. All right. That's all you need to know. All right. So again, that's Holly number 3. If you're looking for the Z-rated version on that, same thing. I will do a deal on that too as well. All right. Let's do same thing. Let's do multiples of Holly number 3. If you want to do 2, if you want to do 3 of that bad boy, let me know. We'll rock it out. Love them Philly dogs, Larry. 100%, dude. All right. Holly number 3. Again, $15 if you're interested in it. The book itself is Robin Hood, The Crawling Chaos. It is a perfect readable as well as collectible. Again, the reason being is a standalone story in there and too as well. All right, Antonio, it's not going to happen, dude. All right, let's rock on, dude. That's Holly number 3. All right, so if you're interested in Holly number 3, put it in the notes and it shall be yours. Let's go to Holly number 4. Holly number 4 is going to be a little Paul Green. I see it right now. See a little icy, you know what I mean? Sort of a Christmas.
I think Alex.
This is Alex did these?
I think so.
You don't think it was the head honcho? If we want to give credit to Alex, I like it, dude. I feel like Alex is a perfect fit for this company. She is. She's like fitting like an absolute glove on the hand of Zenescope. All right. I want you to know that Alex is also tough on me, which I really enjoy actually too as well. She's a little bit of yin to my yang. All right. When I give her nothing but sales ideas and I think sales first and I think something else first, I don't want to say it because it's going to paint Alex in a bad light. All right. But when I think that first or whatever, she gives me the counterpoint point of view, which I really enjoy. All right, because it's counter. It's counter to my idea, even though my ideas are always a very good one. All right, except for the fact that GNR is an 80s band, not a 90s band, which I'm coming around on. All right, I want to know that. I want you guys to know that. All right, so same thing on Holly number 4. If you want to do double ups, again, this one happens to be Man, Goat, and the Bunny Man. It is Beware the Pig Man. So if you're interested in that, it is Beware the Pig Man, cover H. Again, same thing. If you want to do a double up on that thing, you can. Rob, I'm seeing that you're kind of going back and then forward. So Rob, make sure you definitely want Holly number 3 and not Holly number 4. All right. So if you can confirm that, my ex-wife uses my ideas a lot. Or counter. Well, Joe, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I was married, Joe, I've never been wrong more in my life than when I was married. All right. Now that I'm divorced, I can tell you right now, Jay's a happy camper, Jay. All right. I can't say that I didn't enjoy being married because I got 3 beautiful kids from it. As a lot of you know, my middle guy just graduated high school. Dean, huge shout out to the Dean. My oldest guy is now going into his junior year of college too as well. And then my daughter Trin is going to be going to Catholic school in the fall. She is going to be going down to St. Hubert's in Philly. So she's looking forward to that too as well. Again, I got phenomenally awesome kids. So I must have done something right when I was married. All right, 100%, dude. Let's rock out on Holly number 4 to confirm. All right, there you go, Rob. See, Rob, that's why I came back to you, sir. So put Rob down for Holly number 3 and number 4 too as well. All right. All right. There you go. So Dre's confirming it for me. So GNR's first 2 albums were in 87 and 88, but then they also had albums in the 90s. That's why I kind of make GNR and 9 more. They were probably more popular though in the 80s though. That's the thing. Because Appetite for Destruction has, I mean, it's literally like hit after hit after hit. It's got like 4 or 5 singles, I think, that released from that album, including Welcome to the Jungle. And I think Sweet Child of Mine, I believe, is on that one too as well, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look it up. But anyway, I don't know. You know what it is again, I liken it to the fact is when I started listening to GNR, I started listening to them more so in the 90s. That's why they became a 90s band for me. But I'll say it. All right, they're an 80s band. All right, let's rock on, dude. That is Holly number 4. Let's go to Holly number 5. All right, Holly number 5 is going to be Mike DeBalfo. It is Bell, green eggs and ham. What is it? Bell something. House of Glass Slippers. I couldn't figure it out, dude. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, I'm looking at it. It's like HGSM. It's Holly Jolly Slipping Sliding Merry Christmas. All right, that's what it is. Bell House of Glass Slippers. There it is right there. So once again, another phenomenal collectible as well as readable. This was from our 2023, our live stream exclusive cover. Mike DeBalfo, obviously very Christmas themed. I can tell you right now, we definitely have the nude on that. So if you're interested in the nude, I'll do the nude for like, I don't know, $40. All right, let me know. Shoot me an email on that. Please don't put it in the stream or whatever. We're not going to know what you're talking about. All right, so again, we'll do this based on we'll do this based on who wants multiples. So if you want 2 of Holly number 5, please go ahead and do that. Put it in the notes. If you want 3 of that bad boy, you certainly can do that as well. If you just want 1, you can certainly grab 1. But again, I'll do as many as you'd like to do on top of the fact that as long as we have stock. And then also, too, if you're interested in the Z-rated of any of these Holly versions or the non-Z-rated version, or I should say even the night versions of that Keith Garvey, which was the green-coated Christmas version or whatever, shoot me an email on those, and I will tell you what we have, and I will do deals on them for you. All right, we got an absolutely special pack coming up, dude. Let's put it up, Noah. An Xmas special pack, dude. This is like this. I see now. This one I got to feel is Joe. No? What do you think?
I don't know.
Could be Alex?
It could be either one.
All right. Well, let's just call it a brush a pack. This is the Xmas, halfway to Xmas pack. For $250, dude, you're getting the Z-rated version of that Mike DeBalfo. All right. You're also getting a Z-rated version of Paul Green, a Sweeties. All right. I think that was a Dave Sweet special that we did way back when. We did a Z-rated version of that cover. You're also getting the Kickstarter. What? We're throwing a Kickstarter on there. A 50 print run Kickstarter. Let me say, what? Okay, one more time. All right, dude. So first and foremost, if you're familiar with Zenescope, if you've gone to our web store before, if you go to our web store and you pull up Kickstarter, nothing comes up. Okay? Unless it leads you to our Kickstarters that we have going on, which I believe we have right now. We have the Unbound game stuff going on right now. So you cannot get our Kickstarter covers on our web store. They're always going on eBay for all sorts of astronomical prices. This book alone is probably a $200 book by itself. All right, that's what to me makes this pack worth a whole lot more than what it is. Larry, I got a feeling you're going to be fine. All right, so again, the Xmas pack, $250. The book alone right there, that cover by Keith Garvey that you're seeing right there, that's easily a $175, $200 book by itself. All right, and then on top of that, we're throwing in a Diamond FOC cover, Pierluigi Abbondanza. All right, first of all, I love saying that name. All right, big fan, a Diamond FOC cover by Pierluigi Abbondanza. Happens to be Grim Tales of Terror, issue 2. It's covered D as in David. So if you're interested in that bad boy, we have the calendar going on too right now too as well. Eddie, thanks so much, man. Appreciate that. And the coloring books start tomorrow. I want you guys to know too as well, full transparency. We don't really have new information on the plushie just yet, but we're working on it. It's something that Alex is never going to forget. She is all over this guy like a cheap suit. I can tell you right now, she is not standing for pictures of random boxes, tracking numbers that don't mean anything. I can tell you right now, she's all over the plushie. All right. Appreciate it. Larry, I don't know who put together that pack, but I can tell you right now, it's worth well over $250. That to me is easily a $400 pack. If I was selling those books out of there, the Bell House of Glass Slippers I probably do for $50, but the Sweeties, that's a $7,500 book. And then again, that Keith Garvey, that's a $200, $175 book by itself. And then the last one's easily anywhere from $30 to $50, depending upon where you get it. So this is definitely worth a lot more than $250 if you are interested in that bad boy. All right, let's do the showcase set, people. All right, so we are doing the showcase set. You know how we do our streams. We always do a little showcase something, something. These happen to be connecting eBass Oz set. All right, they are printed on Grim Fairy Tales 92. These are numbered, and they are limited to 20. We are doing a $100 set. So basic. That didn't sound too good, did it? $50 a book. That sounded like somebody was going down. Like somebody dropped something, like somebody fell over. But there's nobody out there, though. Other than Cote. Cote! Are you all right? Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee. All right, just kidding. All right, let's rock on. That is the showcase set. If you're interested in that bad boy, put it in the notes. You cannot do multiples of the showcase set. Big no on that. All right. So again, the showcase set again is going to be $100. Abby, we got you covered for it. Antonio, Gary, appreciate getting seeing you guys. Abby, unsure why worse ex-wife, but you're the best. All right, let's go with that. Abby, you are the best. All right, 100%. You know what, Scott? I'm not sure on that, dude. I don't know what's part of the subscription, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure what's part of the subscription there, to tell you the truth on that. Joe, we got you covered on that too as well. Edwin, we'll see if we can get that for you too as well. Again, try and realize there's only 20 of these. We are going to do a signature series edition of that too as well. And what's the signature? Like, is the series, like the signature one, is that Joe signs both of them? That kind of thing? And then we number them too as well? I know there's like signature versions, and then we do the numbered versions. So these are just the numbered version. Like they'll be numbered by hand, 1 through 20. All right. All right. So again, that's the showcase set. If you're interested in that, baby, put it down. All right.
Please tell Steven the deal that we got him for all of his requests.
Steven, we got you covered, dude. All right. We'll grab you pack number 1. Holly 1, 3, and 5. So also Steven too. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but if you were interested in Z-rated versions or the night version of that Keith Garvey Christmas one, which was Holly number, which one was that one? That one was the Holly number 2. If you're looking for the day the day version, non-Z-rated version, or the night version, which I believe she's wearing green in that version and so forth, I'll put you down for that too as well. All right. So again, the showcase set, we've only got about 20 of those available, so I'm not sure everybody's going to be able to rock on that. Looks like Sam's plugging away as far as writing down the names. I think I covered everything that I wanted to. Oh, that's what I want to talk about, the VIP event, dude. Do we got a graphic for the VIP event? Can we throw that up real fast? All right, so the VIP event, we have revealed that eBass is going. First of all, it is going to be September 12th and 13th. Let me look that up real fast. I got it on my calendar. It's going to be September, that I know. Yep. Yeah, 12th and 13th. So September 12th and 13th, we're going to have Drax Gal, Sonia Mattis, Coco Assman, Eric Basildua. I don't know why he's not on there, but Anthony Spey. Anthony, oh, there's the Drax. Drax. What up, dog? Drax. My Hispanic brother from another mother. All right. Good to see you, Drax. Can't wait to see you in September. I think Drax is joining us for San Diego, no?
That's what he's saying.
Dude, we're going to have Drax out in San Diego too as well. We're going to rock it out. Drax, I want you to know, if you want to cut loose in San Diego like you did last year, all right, dude, this time I will walk you and make sure you get to your hotel. All right, dude, I will make sure you're good, and then I will have coffee waiting for you at the booth the next day. All right, brother. I think he did. I know, dude. Dude, Drax is the freaking man, dude. Love the Drax. Love the Drax. All right, big fan of the Drax. Also, Anthony Spey, love the Drax, dude. Anthony Spey is also going to be at this event too as well. I'm not sure why we don't have him on the dude. Basically, we got my entire harem is in the chat line, dude. I'm loving this, dude. We got Coco. Sonia was out there rocking with us. Drax, definitely in my harem, my man. Who else is in my harem, dude? I keep forgetting.
Larry took Scott.
Mike Chrome. Right. Larry's in there. Mike Chrome's in there. And Elias Chadzudis, dude. Those are my 5. All right. I rock. I like it. All right. So no disrespect to Anthony Spey. Anthony Spey is going too as well. So we're going to have those 5 artists going to the VIP event. It's going to be absolutely off the chain. If you have never gone to a VIP event, I highly recommend going. All right. First and foremost, you get one-on-one time or group time with your favorite cover artists. Again, Drax Gal, Sonia Mattis, Coco Assman, eBass, Anthony Spey. All right, just to name a few that are going. I mean, first of all, that's already off the chain. All right, that's literally 2/3 or 2/5 of my harem right there. All right, just absolutely phenomenal people. Unbelievably talented, phenomenal, awesome artists. We also have our writers there, our editing team. We got Noah the Visionary going too as well. If you want to get your Pooh vs. Bambi signed, all right, go to the VIP event. That's where to get Pooh vs. Bambi signed. If you want to have me sign my big belly in Unbound, where I represent as my cyber pimp, all right, I do it at the VIP event. All right, dude. If you want to have a chance to look at these cans up close, all right, I'm trying to work it out where I can get Todd to send us some more beer or whatever. I can't promise like 4 packs per person. It's not gonna happen, dude. Because when we get it in or whatever,
everyone gets a sip.
everyone gets a sip, right? They get to take a picture of the can.
Everyone gets a Dixie cup and then their photo with the can.
There you go, dude. So I can tell you right now, our nice cans. that got me, Dre. All right, we need a harem, Larry. The problem is the harem is ever changing, though. That's the problem. We were just talking about how. What do you got?
I was gonna say do it as a whiteboard cover, and then you can always.
We definitely could do that. The other thing is too, dude, is we were talking about the old artwork on me, Samson, and Di, where I'm sitting on my mound or my throne of toilet paper. We got to find the artwork for that. We did it as a print, and everybody bought it, and I think some of us signed it too as well. But anyway, that was good stuff. That was thought up by the group, certainly. All right, so we still have one item to do, dude. Let's do the stocking, dude.
Bam.
All right, let's rock it out, dude. We are doing a Christmas stocking. All right, $20. It is a mystery merch item. All right, if you just want to be, does the stocking, that stocking right there comes with? Do we know?
Which one? The one on the screen?
Yeah.
That's the stocking that they get, and then they get.
They get this basically.
Yeah. And
All
whether
right.
or not it could have anything in it. That one in particular has a Zenjamin.
That has a Zenjamin in there. But if you want the stock, first of all, the stocking alone, it has a little Zenescope on there. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that on the screen. All right, so it has a little Zenescope dragon and logo on there. Obviously, a little red and white rocking out and so forth. You are getting mystery merch item. All right, all you have to do is put stocking in the code. You're getting a mystery merch item, $20. It could be a book. I don't know how we're gonna put a book in a stocking now. How are we gonna put a book in a? We gotta roll it up. Just how about a print? You know, just roll it right up and just ruin the print. All right. So if we are putting a book with your stocking, I can promise you the book will not be rolled up in your stocking. It will be sent to you like you normally expect Zenescope books to be sent. But it is a mystery merch item, is what we're including there with that stocking. Can't make any promises as to what you are getting. All right, Noah, what do we got from here, dude? We got to do some yep, exactly, David. Could be that one of those little blue like Zenescope cars that we have. They're floating around the warehouse somewhere. All right, that could be in there too as well. You know what, dude? I would recommend that. Can you get 2? Do we have? I think we got. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. If you want to go to multiple stockings, the only thing is if you get multiple stockings, I can't promise multiple different merch items. I would think that the person that's pulling it would think to give you 2 different items, but I can't verify that. Like, you know what I mean? I can't just say, yeah, they're definitely going to pull 2 different things. Because, I mean, that just makes sense to me, but who knows? All right, dude. It's getting hot in here. Good Lord. All right. So that is the stuff. All right. What do we got? No, we got some races going on.
So the one thing I'll say while I set up the races,
Yes.
Everybody, if somebody wants a last call, if nobody claims these, I'll just give them away on the VIP page. But
What do you got?
If anybody wants 2 free passes to Harrisburg Comic Con, type Harrisburg in the comments section. We'll do a race for them if there's more than one claim.
All right. So what we're doing here is we're going to be doing Harrisburg. Actually, no, is this a you or is this a me? A me and you?
Me, if you want to come, you're welcome.
Is this the one where you're staying with your folks?
Yeah.
Okay. So Noah's going to be doing Harrisburg. I'm not going to stay at your folks' place. This is going to be August 23rd and 24th. We got passes to this convention that we are giving away. So if we get yes, Tony, it's hot. All right, dude. And then so if you're interested in going to Harrisburg Con, please only put Harrisburg in the notes if you want free passes and you're actually going to go. All right. Please don't just put Harrisburg, you know what I mean, and then take the passes away from somebody else who actually would have went. Party at Noah's. Joe, 100%, dude. All right, we're gonna have. It's gonna be a party at Noah's parents. Though.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's the other thing, right? We got to clarify. It's a party at Noah's parents' place. Party at Bob's. Bob, dude, Bob. All right. What about Bob? All right. He's going to be rocking. All right, dude. So party at Noah's. Again, if you're going to go to Harrisburg, put it in the notes or whatever, and then we will include you for that. Scott, we're doing both of those. Baltimore and New York Comic Con is going to be absolutely fantastic. The next time we are doing a store stream, it's going to be my main man, Comic Relief. We're going to be rocking that out with the guys from Lawrenceville, New Jersey. That is going to be Tuesday, July the 1st. Don't call us on Friday, July 4th. We're off. All right, dude? That includes you, Antonio. Don't text me on July 4th unless it's to wish me a happy 4th of July, sir. All right? All right? Because I'm taking some days. In fact, I'm on Friday, dude. I'm taking off Friday. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm going down the shore. It's going to be my daughter's beach blast. I'll tell you guys a little bit about that in a little bit. All right, so the retailer live stream, that is Tuesday, July 1st at 4 p.m. Half of the proceeds going to our good friends at Comic Relief. A lot of you may have met my man who owns Comic Relief too as well. He's been here actually for a VIP event. He's been here for our open house too as well. Had a great time doing that too as well. I think I also saw him down in Philly too as well at Philly Comic Con as well. So again, that is our retail live stream. That is going to be Tuesday, July 1st. I'm going to book some stores for August, September, and October. And I've got stores lined up. I just got to get in contact with them because I've got so many stores buying from us now directly with, I'm sure you guys are hearing the news about Diamond and how we have pulled out. So let me talk about that actually. We'll take a little break from what we have coming up. Okay. So first and foremost, we're not going out of business. Okay. We're not. We are going to be distributing with Philbo. Philbo is Philbo. Philbo distribution. Philbo is going to be carrying our books just like Diamond did as our distributor, and they're going to start in September of this year. Okay. If your local comic shop is wondering where they're going to get your Zenescope from, have them call us, okay, or have them email me. That Jay can deal us at Zenescope. We can supply all these stores with all the books that they need because it's not like we're not still printing these books. We're still going to have them, and they're going to be here too as well. And I will ship them those books when they say so and so forth. It could be 2 weeks, of worth of books. It could be 5 weeks worth of books and so forth. And I will make sure that they get all the Zenescope they need. First and foremost, we want to make sure that they're making money every single book of ours that they sell. Okay. So between now and September, the interim distributor for Zenescope is us. All right. It's basically me. I'm dealing with all these comic shops. I'm dealing with a bunch of them right now. In fact, I would say I probably have anywhere from 50 to 75 comic shops that I'm dealing with either on a daily basis or every other day and so forth. They're all emailing me. They're all shooting me their orders and so forth. Their pre-orders for Grim 99, Grim 100, and books that we have coming out, a month from now, 2 months from now, and so forth. That kind of thing, because they're unsure when we're going to start with Philbo. But now here I am to tell you, though, we are starting with Philbo in September, which means they're going to be shipping books for October, Philbo, and so forth. They're going to be taking over for our distributor. You may have read on Bleeding Cool, Diamond owes us quite a bit of money. They also haven't been paying us on books that we have done for this year as well, that we were still shipping them. So obviously that's bad business. We can't continue to ship them our books and then have them distribute them to all these comic shops that buy our books for their subscribers, which are you guys, and so forth. So we can't continue to do that if we're not getting paid on them. It's just bad business sense. So we have stopped completely. All right. So if you are counting on going to your comic shop this coming Wednesday, next week, and seeing the Grim Fairy Tale swimsuit, unless they get it from us, they're not getting it because I don't think we shipped that to Diamond. In fact, I'm pretty much 100% positive we did not ship that to Diamond. So I'm seeing one person that wanted the Harrisburg, dude. There's Steve Truong, dude. Dude, you're going to meet Steve Truong before I am.
Yeah,
that's baloney. Steve's my man.
Hit
All right. You know what? I am partying at your dad's house. All right, dude. Tell Bob I'm coming over.
I'll show you all the classic Pennsylvania spots.
That's good stuff, dude. Steve, I'm going to see you at the VIP event anyway, dude. I know you're going. All right. So EC, joining late, grabbing books 3, 4, 7, and 8. That's my backyard. No, I almost said that. I almost cursed right there. Am I allowed to curse? I know I do it every once in a while without even thinking. I probably do. Throw a little curse word every once in a while. Anyway, so that's awesome, dude. So it was Killer Cobra 3. I think Killer Cobra, yes, Ryan, that is correct. Killer Cobra 3, I believe, is the last book that went to Diamond that should be in shops today. If it is not, then that's the first books we're starting with that didn't go to Diamond. It's either Killer Cobra 3 or it is the swimsuit, which I believe is coming in this week for next week. So that'll be available for Wednesday in stores next week. But they're gonna have to get it from us yeah. There is no other or. All right, they'd have to get it from us. All right, dude. You got anything else that we need to talk about as far as coming up?
Beach Blast.
Beach Blast. All right, first of all, this is perfect timing, dude, because I got a little Beach Blast going on this weekend, and then we're doing a little Beach Blast Friday, July 11th. All right, so that'll be our stream for the month of July. It'll be July 11th. It'll be at 6 p.m. That is open to the public. All right, this is not one of those VIP events streams. This is Beach Blast virtual convention. It is open to everybody. All you have to do is join us like you're doing right now, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Twitch, whether it's on YouTube Live. All right, we will have new books for July there. And from what we talked about a little bit earlier with Noah, with Abby, is our Collectors Club May, June is going to be available in that stream. Okay, so be patient on that book. It'll be available during that stream. I'm sure we'll do some sort of flash sale when we actually do get the book in, either that day or we'll probably literally do it right before the stream, which I'm not sure why we do that. But anyway, that'll be awesome. So again, Beach Blast will be for your birthday. Kelly, I love it. Tell you a little bit more about the Beach Blast that I'm going to this weekend. So the Beach Blast that I'm going to this weekend is down in Wildwood, New Jersey, dude. And it is a bunch of kids and adults playing soccer on the beach. All right. And it's 4-on-4 with a goalie, so that makes it 5-on-5. But I can tell you right now, these Beach Blasts are an absolute blast. They're just an awesome time. All 3 of my kids have participated in Beach Blast and all had an absolutely fantastic time doing it. My oldest was on a team that actually dominated Beach Blast. He's got like all these tiki trophies or whatever to prove it. I think he won Beach Blast twice. If I'm not mistaken, he won it 3 times too as well. But always had a fun time down at Beach Blast. The other thing I'm looking forward to is some Sam's Pizza, dude. All right, for those of you that know me and have heard me talk about on streams before, Sam's Pizza is melt in your mouth pizza. All right, right across from Sam's is curly fries, dude. All right, so you get the pizza over here, you cross the boardwalk, you go over to curly fries, and I believe that's on 21st Street. It's either 21st or 23rd, somewhere in that range is Sam's Pizza Palace, and then boom is curly fries, dude. I'm going to be living there this weekend. All right, dude. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, put me down for pizza and fries all 3 days. It's going to be an awesome time. All right, but don't forget to join us for our Beach Blast convention. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be an awesome time. Again, Friday, July 11th, that is our Beach Blast convention. We are going to have all of our new books there. We're going to have some specials. I'm sure there'll be beach specials, whatever, something. We'll do some beach-themed books and so forth. Don't forget to shoot me an email on books that you want to add to your order through the stream. All right, I talked a little bit about the pop culture pinups, the virtual con books and so forth, any previous Wild Wild West Legends covers, any leather, lace, and latex covers, and then also those holiday specials in either Z-rateds or non-Z-rateds or day versions or night versions, that kind of thing. All right, do we got anything else, dude?
Last one.
All right, we also have our quarterly VIP summit. All right, that'll be summer. That is July 31st. This will be exclusive to our VIPs. All right. If you're not familiar with VIP, what are you waiting for, dude? All right. So I promised you before I was going to talk a little bit about the VIP event. I did. I do want to talk about the advantages to being a VIP. So first and foremost, you're getting now points for your purchases as VIP. We have rewards for you. You get a free birthday book every single year for the rest of your life being a VIP. If you're a VIP in the stream right now and you haven't gotten your birthday book this year and it's already passed, whether your birthday was in January, February, May, or all the way up to June, shoot us an email or whatever, VIP at Zenescope, and say, hey, I never got my VIP birthday book. My birthday was in February. I never got my book. Patty will get you guys taken care of on that. So again, our quarterly VIP summit, This will be VIP only. This will be something, so it's not going to be on Facebook, right? Because we can't do these through Facebook anymore.
We can share
We'll
it
do
to
it.
the Facebook group, but the main thing will be on a private YouTube channel.
So it'll be on a private YouTube channel. You will need a link to get on this stream, all right? And you will need to be a current VIP with us too as well. If you bought VIP 6 years ago, you're still a current VIP, all right? That is our VIP quarterly summit. And again, that is July 31st. That's going to be at 6 p.m. That'll be on a Thursday evening. If you're interested in that, the new VIP box. Neil, I think we do. I think there's stuff right now on the VIP page that we are doing for the VIP event in Philly. There's some new boxes going on, right? And there's a new VIP program too as well. So if you are not a current VIP, you're now getting 5 books with VIP. VIP is a little bit more expensive. It's $150 now when it used to be $100, but I can tell you right now, you're getting a lot more value. I'm seeing a whole lot of
hold on.
Christmassy something. What do you got?
Dave Harriman just threw in a last-minute order.
That's right. We got to put Dave in there. Dave, we got to add you on the list, dude. All right. Nope, not a VIP. Gary, you are VIP. I've seen you at events, darling. You are. Abby, I want you to know, even when you were not on the stream, I went looking for your name to see what place you came in. And then, yes, when you were not on the stream, you came in dead last. But that was only because you weren't on the stream. All right. But I want you to know, I was rooting for you. All right. All right. Good stuff. Don't forget to tell me. Abby, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. All right. So right now, what we are doing right now is we're adding Dave Harriman to the stream to add to the race and so forth. And again, these are going to be for these medal books. Are we doing those right off the bat, or what are we doing right off the bat?
You can pick which one the first race is for.
All right, bam. I'm going with the top one, dude. We're doing a little Carla Cohen. All right. Do you want to zoom in this thing, my Bob? All right, there it is right there. All right, so we're doing a little Carla Cohen free medal book. All right, that is for the race. Let me see if I can get rid of the glare. No, that way's bad. This is better. All right, let's go with that. All right, there it is right there. Little Carla Cohen something. And these are these reindeer? Yeah. Are they all reindeer? Do we know? Let's set them off, dude. Da, 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 da. Superman movie coming out. All right, there's a new Superman movie coming out. I can't dig on the dog. We talked about this. I can't dig on. What's the dog's name? Crypto, dude. I got to get some feedback from you in the stream. If you're digging on Crypto, and you're like, you know what? I can't wait to see Crypto make an appearance in the movie. Please put it in the notes out there or whatever. I want to hear what you guys say. All right, Ibermoon! Dude, Ibermoon just took off. He just flew away. He's like I'm Blitzer. I've gone Comet. I've gone outer stratosphere. All right, so Abby, we're looking for you. Abby, way down there. This is great. Abby, 33rd. That's middle of the pack, right? Yeah, that's about middle of the pack. That's respectable. Abby, middle of the pack, darling. That's respectable. Who came in dead last? EC. All right, Joe, way down there. Joe, it could have been the fact that you had your Dallas Cowboys star on the back of your reindeer was weighing you down. All right, so Ibermoon, congrats, dude. You are getting the Carla Cohen medal book that we see here. That is going to be coming to you as well. So, Sam, what you want to do is you want to write this down at the bottom of the grid. All right, so Ibermoon is getting the medal book, limited to 15, Carla Cohen swimsuit, something, and then you want to put like a C Noah on there, okay? Because Noah will have the books. All right, cool, Sam. All right, sir. All right, let's rock on. Let's go with another race. Let's take Ibermoon out of there. All right, and let's go. Let's rock out another race, dude. You know what it was too, dude, is I just watched Man of Steel. I just watched Man of Steel again this past weekend, and Man of Steel just great.
Robots, time monsters, aliens, super dogs,
So they got Zod. Where's Rob Blackman, dude. We were just pointing out Rob. We wanted to confirm we want Halloween number 4. Rob is taking off. He is going stratosphere. Rob, let me tell you what you won because we didn't even cover that. All right, Rob, you have won the John Royal 15 print run metal. All right, you got this bad boy. There it is right there. Let me see if I can get it without the glare. Yeah, there's better. All right, dude, you're getting that coming to you. So what you want to do on that one too, Sam, is put down Rob, Blake. Oh, you know what? Do the thing. Let's see what place Abby can get. All right. So Rob, you are getting that medal. There's Rob. Rob, congrats, dude. You're getting a little medal book from John Royal. Once again, these are random. Let's see where Abby came in this time. She was 33rd, if I'm not mistaken, last time. 30th, Abby. You're moving up. All right, dude. Not only did your reindeer do better in the second race, all right, but she, like, you know what I mean? She was not tired. All right, she did fantastic. All right, your girl was hanging on. I keep dropping this thing and it's bad. All right, let me see if I can put this somewhere where it's not gonna drop. You're killing me. All right, there it goes. All right, we're good. All right, we need to do another race, don't we? Or do we?
No, because Truong is the only person that.
All right, so Truong claimed the passes. He's going to Harrisburg. Steve, congrats on that. I did talk about being a VIP. Talked about the VIP event. I wanted to talk a little bit about Three Rivers. I want to say a huge thank you to Sam for hanging late with us, rocking it out with us. Sam's got some exciting news coming up. I will delay that for then, unless you want to talk about it now. Sam, up to you.
I'll wait.
All right, we're waiting on that. So Sam's got some exciting stuff coming up. You guys are going to really dig. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic. We have exciting news to give to you at that time. I want to say huge thanks to Noah, always my man behind the curtain. Does a fantastic job bringing you all the product, all the artists, putting all the right codes in, taking care of all of that. And certainly last but not least, I want to thank all of you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with us. The NBA draft is on tonight. If you guys want to watch it, get a chance to see Cooper Flagg and where he goes. Pretty sure Cooper Flagg's going to Dallas. How do the Dallas Mavericks get the #1 pick? All right, so you ready for this, Noah? The Dallas Mavericks had a 1.8 chance to get the #1 pick out of like 13 or 14 teams. So there's 13 or 14 teams, and like the top 3 or 4 have like over 10%. It's like 12% or like 13% or whatever it is. Dallas was one of the better teams, so they had a 1.8 chance percentage pick of getting the #1 pick, which is Cooper Flagg, and they got it, dude. Dallas is already loaded, dude. Dallas has Kyrie Irving. Dallas has the big man they just traded for from the Lakers. They got him. They got, what's his name, used to be with Golden State. Dallas is loaded, dude. Anyway, should be awesome. I think the NHL draft is on Friday for those of you that watch the NHL. I want to say a huge congrats to my man Larry. Larry's a Florida Panther fan. I can't root for the Panthers, dude. You know what it is? I see Bobrovsky and I see where the Flyers went wrong, and I can't root for the Panthers. I just can't do it. You know, plus I was rooting for Edmonton because Canada hasn't won a Stanley Cup. A Canadian team, I should say, has not won a Stanley Cup in over 30 years now. That almost kind of seems wrong to me. Like, didn't they start hockey? Didn't they invent hockey? Pretty much. All right, good stuff going on there. All right, so anyway, Ibermoon, congrats on winning the medal that you won. You won this bad boy right here. All right, that's the medal. If you stop watching, that's the medal that you're going to win right there. That was the Carla Cohen. That is yours, and it's coming to you. I want to say a huge congrats to Rob, too, as well. Bam, he won the John Royal on that. And then also congrats to Steve Truong, who claimed the Harrisburg tickets. All right, I want to say again a huge thank you to all you guys. Once again, thanks so much for visiting us at Three Rivers. Thanks so much for going to Heroes. We are out. Later, guys.